everyone, this week I'm going to be doing something totally different. Since Halloween's coming up, I thought that I would share a few paranormal or unexplained stories, and these stories are totally true and they've actually happened to me in real life. I do actually have quite a lot of these stories to share, but I'm only going to be doing this for 1 week. If you would like me to tell more stories after that, then please let me know in the comments section. I've decided to split these stories into different videos throughout the week, so if you watch more than one of these videos and you notice that I've got the same makeup and top on, that's because I'm recording all of these at the same time, and it's not because I just wear the same top all week. All the stories that I'm going to be telling are 100% real. I haven't added anything for entertainment purposes or for dramatic effect. If you've experienced anything like this yourself, let us know in the comments section, and if you're sceptical and you don't believe that any of these stories are paranormal, then please feel free to leave an explanation in the comments section below. I'm happy to read everybody's comments. And with that being said, let's get into part 1. About 7 years ago, I worked in a nightclub called Tantra in Kirkintilloch. The outside of the building was just plain, but inside this building was absolutely stunning. It was obviously worn down and old looking, but all the fixtures and fittings were really beautiful, and I love old buildings. This building was the Black Bull Cinema in the 1920s, and where the stage was across from the bar, you could still see where the screen would pull down, and I think it did actually have the old screen still across the ceiling. The top floor was a balcony that covered half the ceiling so that they could look down onto the screen. To be honest, the outside of this building was absolutely atrocious and it didn't look anything special. And when you were in there at night and the lights were off and everybody was dancing, it really didn't look very nice. But when you seen it with all the lights on, you really got to appreciate all the architecture. As I said, I really love old buildings and anything that's got a bit of history, and you could really see the effort that had went into building this cinema. It was a shame that it had been turned into a nightclub, but I thought it was absolutely stunning. The first few months that I worked there, we only had a bar downstairs, and the upstairs balcony area just had old projection equipment and it was used as a stockroom. Nobody ever really went into it. It was just 2 doors with bars over them, and it was actually quite creepy looking. The ladies' toilet was on a landing in between the ground floor and the upstairs balcony floor, so you would come up 2 flights of stairs and then it would be the ladies' toilet and then 1 more flight of stairs and you would see the 2 doors that took you into the balcony area. I spent quite a lot of time in this building during the day and at night, and it never bothered me. I always just used to look around and imagine what it must have been like when it was a picture hall. Sometimes when I used the ladies' toilet, I used to get a really eerie feeling, and there was never any explanation for this because I absolutely loved the rest of the building. Anytime I went to use the toilet at night when the club was closed, or make sure there was no customers in, I always got this really eerie feeling that there was somebody in the bathroom with me, and I honestly don't have any explanation for this feeling. So one night after the club was closed, I went upstairs to use the toilet, and I don't remember feeling any eerie feelings or anything particular that night. I just went into the toilet to use it, and that was it. So I was just sitting there checking my phone as I always did at the end of my shift, and I heard one of the cubicle doors slamming closed, and I thought, oh, there must be another member of staff in here, but I didn't hear anybody coming into the toilet. All of a sudden, all the doors went bang, 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 and I was in the middle cubicle, and I actually sat, honestly, it's just as well I was already sitting on the toilet because I would have peed myself. The strangest thing about this is that the cubicle doors opened in the way, so in order to slam the door you would have to be inside the cubicle. You couldn't have opened all the doors out the way and then run past them and slammed them all, so there was no way that they could have been all slammed from the inside. So I just sat there for a couple of seconds and I was just holding on to my phone and I didn't know what to do, and I could see the doors on each side like swinging because obviously they had been slammed, and I thought, do I stay here or do I go out? Like, I just didn't know what to do. So a lot of the time when I'm scared, I'll talk to myself or I'll sing, or I'll just say in my head, like I'll just try and tell myself a story in my head so that I'm not scared, because I didn't just want to run out the door with my trousers at my ankles screaming. So I don't know how long I sat there, maybe just a few seconds, and I just got up calmly, just did what I normally had to do, and I walked out into the toilet and I looked round and some of the doors were still kind of swinging a wee bit, and I was just like, take a deep breath, like I didn't want to run because I didn't want to show that I was scared, but at the same time I didn't want to just stand there like an idiot. So I came out of the cubicle calmly and I didn't really know what to do. I was trying to not look into any of the mirrors because I've got this thing about looking into mirrors at night, not in case I see my own face, but in case I see something behind me. And I don't know why I've got this totally irrational fear. It's just this thing that I've got about bathrooms for some reason, and looking into mirrors in bathrooms. So I thought, I don't want to look in the mirror, I don't know what to do. I thought, will I go and wash my hands and just act normal, or will I get out of here? So I went over to wash my hands and I heard this noise and it was like tss, and I was like, oh my god, and I literally just ran. I can't run right, but I ran for my life. I ran all the way down the stairs, I ran into the bar, and I was just like, I couldn't breathe, and I was telling people what had happened, and they were like, no, that couldn't have happened, no. And I was like, I'm telling you, like, all the doors banged and I actually crapped myself. Now I kept on working there after that, but every time I used the toilet I was so scared. Like, I'd always ask somebody to go with me. Like, they couldn't go with me all the time, so I used to try and go when the customers were still in. Of course, once I got home and calmed down, I realised that the sound that I had heard when I went to wash my hands was one of those automatic air fresheners that just spray randomly. And if I'd have heard any sound at that point, I would have got a fright and ran out. But there was no explanation as to why the doors slammed. It's not as if the cubicles had air conditioning in them, and it's not as if there was like 11 other people in the toilets all standing slamming the doors, and you couldn't have done it all at once. So there really is no explanation for what happened. After that happened, the manager of the nightclub told me that that building had been known to be haunted, and a lot of people had seen things in there. If anything like this has ever happened to you, please feel free to let us know in the comment section. If you're sceptical and you think you have an explanation, feel free to share it with us all. As I post more of these videos throughout the week, I'll leave the link in the description box below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Bye!